everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll students in LearnDash course from new Digistore24 order. So I am managing my digital course with the help of LearnDash, which is an amazing learning management platform, and I am selling that same digital course on Digistore24. Now my objective is that as soon as a new order will be placed for that same course in Digistore24, then the student should be enrolled automatically in the particular course in LearnDash. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between all these applications, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So Pabbly Connect works on two principles, trigger and action. So in trigger, we are going to take Digistore24, then in action, we are going to take WordPress to create a user first, and then finally, we are going to enroll the student in LearnDash by taking the action step at last. And then we are going to connect all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to enroll a student in LearnDash whenever a new purchase, a new order will be placed in Digistore24. So I am going to create an automation for this entire process by using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. With the help of this, I am going to just set up a connection between Digistore and LearnDash, and that we are going to do without any coding or programming skills. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping this URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button to create your free new account. And trust me, it is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Also, let me tell you that when you are going to create your account, you will also get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, because I am already an existing user, I am clicking on sign in. So this is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And we can see that it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here on the dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created. And we can also create different folders here to save our workflows accordingly. Now, to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Enroll students in LearnDash course from new Digistore24 order. After giving the name, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So I have already created a folder with a name as LMS Automations. That means Learning Management System Automation. I'm going to select that and done. Now let's click on create, and here we can see that as we have done that, two windows are open in front of us. First is the trigger and the other is action. So as I told you that Pabbly Connect works on these two principles, trigger and action. So these are the main concepts or the building blocks of the entire automation. So the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Now let's suppose we are going to take Digistore24 in our trigger and LearnDash, which is a plugin of WordPress, in our action. And our objective is that whenever a new order will be placed for a particular course in Digistore, then automatically the person who has placed that order should be enrolled into a particular course in LearnDash. So here we can clearly see that action is following what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the order is placed in Digistore24, then only the student is enrolled in LearnDash, otherwise no. So after understanding this concept of trigger and action, let's start creating the workflow step by step. So basically here we are creating the automation for learning management systems. I am managing my digital course in LearnDash, which is an amazing LMS platform, and I'm selling that course with the help of Digistore24, which is an amazing e-commerce platform. And I want to connect both these platforms with the help of Pabbly Connect, okay? And that we are going to do within minutes without any coding or programming skills. So let's start working. So this is trigger. Here first of all, we are going to select our trigger application. Our trigger application here will be Digistore24. So let's select that. Now we have to select the trigger event. Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or start. So new order event will be our trigger event over here, because we want that whenever an order will be placed in Digistore24, the response of that order should be quickly captured here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so as we have done that, we can see that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions. We need to follow these instructions step by step, and we have to read them very carefully to connect our Digistore24 account with Pabbly Connect. So let's copy this webhook URL first of all, which is going to act as a bridge for sending the data from Digistore24 towards Pabbly Connect. And after copying it, we will move back towards Digistore24. So this is my store. Now we have to go towards settings, and under settings, we can find the option of integrations. Let's select that. Now, after coming on integrations, here we will find the option of add new connection. So let's select that to build a new connection with Pabbly Connect. And now here we have to scroll down and you will find the option of webhooks. So because we want to build the connection with the help of webhook URL, so we have to select webhook over here. Now we have to provide a name to our webhook connection. So let's say I'm going to give the name as new connection. I have given the name, just a random name. And now we have to select a very important step. That means we have to select a specific product, that on the purchase of which product we want to receive the response. Here I am creating this automation just to enroll the students in course which I am managing through LearnDash. Therefore, I'm going to select this PHP and MySQL course. Okay, so I'm going to go with one option only. So in the same manner, in the product section, you have to select your particular course. Now we will move forward. Here we have to select for orders in these languages. I'm going to select English because my course is in English language. Now the next is send notification for. So on the happening of which event we want to receive the notification. That means because here our objective is to receive the response in Pabbly Connect whenever an order will be placed. So orders by customer will be our option over here. Now the next we have to select is for order event. That means on the happening of which event you want to receive the response. So I'm going to select only the payment option over here, because I want that whenever the payment will be made, then the response should be captured. Okay. Now in this field, the webhook URL field, we have to paste the URL which we have already copied from Pabbly Connect. And now these are all the parameters which we are going to receive in the response. So here we have the first name, last name, email address, all other details of the customer. Okay, so after entering all these details, let's click on save. And as we have done that, we can see that our webhook is set up successfully. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. Here we can see that it is showing waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission. And how we are going to do that? By placing an order in Digistore, so that the response of that order could be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So let's move back towards Digistore once again. Here we have to go towards account section, and under accounts we will find the option of products. So when we'll click on it, it is going to take us towards the product section of our Digistore account. So these are all my products. Because I have set up this connection for PHP and MySQL course, so I'm going to click on 3 dots, and here we can find the option of make test purchase. Let's select that. With the help of this option, now we are going to make a test purchase so that the response could be captured. Now first of all, I'm going to enter all the details over here to make the payment. Let's start with the name. Let's say the name of the customer is latest student. So this is the name of the customer who is purchasing this course. Now I'm going to enter a random email address, latest600@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to enter a random zip code, and the country is already selected. Now we have to select the payment method, by using which payment method we want to make the payment. And because I'm doing a test payment over here, so I'm going to select this test pay option. Okay, and now I'm going to click on buy now. As we have done that, we can see that the payment is made successfully for PHP and MySQL product support course. Now let's go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here we will wait for a few seconds and we will receive the response automatically. And we can see that yes, here we have received the response. In the response, we have received all the details which we have entered while making the payment. Okay, so here is the name of the product, here is the product ID, order ID, first name, last name of the customer, email address of the customer, and all other details. So this means that our connection between Digistore24 and Pabbly Connect is perfectly successful. So now after building the connection, let's move forward, and our objective is to enroll the student who has made the purchase in Digistore24 in LearnDash into a particular course. But because LearnDash is the plugin of WordPress, therefore first of all, in order to enroll the student in LearnDash, we have to add that person as a user in WordPress. Okay, for that, first of all, we have to move towards our action application, and we have to select WordPress over here. So let's select WordPress as our action application, and now we have to select the action event that will be create a user. Let's click on connect. From the given options, I have selected add new connection over here to build a new connection with WordPress account. But if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. Now to create a new connection, we have to enter 3 details over here: WordPress username, WordPress password, and the base URL. So in the username and the password, we have to enter the login credentials of WordPress. So I'm going to first of all enter them. And after entering these details, we have to enter the base URL. So from where we are going to find the base URL? For that, we have to go towards our WordPress account, and this is the WordPress site URL. So we have to copy up till WP3. So I'm going to copy that, and now we are going to paste it over here. So in this way, you have to find all the details, and now let's click on save. And with this, we can see that WordPress is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward. Here we have to enter all these details to create a user in WordPress. First of all, we have to enter the email address, username, password, and all other details. So let's start with the email address. We want to create the user in WordPress by using the details which we have received from Digistore24. Okay, so we will simply map the data by using our previous response. Mapping is inserting data from previous step. Here our previous step is given and here are all the details. We want to map the email, so let's select that and it is mapped. When we have mapped this email, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to replace now. So whenever we are going to receive a new response, a new order from Digistore24, automatically the email in this field is going to be replaced with a new email of the new customer. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of creating WordPress users and enrolling the students in LearnDash. Okay, now the next is username. So here also I'm going to use mapping. I will simply use first name over here. First of all, I'm going to map the first name. Then I'm going to use an underscore and then I'm going to map the last name. This will be the username of the user of WordPress. So because we have mapped the first name and last name in the username, so these two fields are going to be replaced automatically, but the underscore, because we have entered it manually, is going to be same each time. In this way, we are going to generate different username for different users automatically. In the same manner, I'm going to enter password with the help of mapping. So I'm going to use the first name in order to generate the password. So this is the first name, latest, and now I'm going to enter @ and 1245 manually. So this has become the password. First name @ 1245. So each time whenever a new response will be captured, automatically the password will be replaced with the first name of another user. Okay, now in the same manner, we are going to quickly map the first name as well over here in this field, last name. Okay, name, nickname, description, all these fields are not mandatory, so I'm going to ignore these fields for now. And now we have to decide the role which we want to provide to this user. So I'm going to give subscriber. Okay, so I have given the role as subscriber to the user. Now let's click on save and send test request button. And yes, here we can see that we have received the response. In the response, we have also received the user ID. That means the user is automatically created in Word. Now we want to enroll the same user into the course of LearnDash. So for that, let's click on this add action step button. And now we are going to add LearnDash as our action step. So let's select our action application as LearnDash. And now we have to select the action event. So our action event will be enroll into course. So we want to enroll a particular user into a course. Let's click on connect and I'm going to select add new connection here also to build a new connection with LearnDash account. Now to build a connection, we have to enter all these details, username, password and the site URL. So first of all, let us quickly enter the username password of WordPress site URL. That means the login credentials. And now we have to enter the site URL. So from where we are going to find the site URL? For that, once again, we have to go towards our WordPress site and this is the URL which we have to copy. But this time we have to copy the URL until the last dash after WP3. Okay, so we have copied that. Now we will move back and paste it over here. Done. Let's click on save. And with this, LearnDash is also connected with Pabbly Connect very easily and successfully. So now we have to provide the course ID and the user ID. So here I have only one course in LearnDash which I have already selected. So this is the course ID. You have to select your course ID by using the drop down function. And now we have to provide the user ID. That means the ID of the user to whom we want to add in the course. Okay, but we have to make sure that the user ID which we are going to provide in this field must be dynamic. That means it must get changed with each and every new response. Therefore, we have to use mapping over here. So let's turn this mapping button on. Here I'm going to remove the existing ID from this field. And because we have already created the user in WordPress, so we have received the WordPress user ID. Let's select that and it is mapped. So this will be the user ID. Now we are going to click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, we have received the response. So let's go and check whether automatically this particular student is added in the PHP and MySQL course or not. So we will refresh this page. And yes, here the course is added. So I'm going to select that. And yes, we can see that this particular student is added in PHP and MySQL course. So the student is enrolled automatically to the course. This means that our workflow is perfectly successful. So now because we have built the connection between Digistore24, WordPress and LearnDash, so let's check whether this connection is working fine or not. So I'm going to go back towards Digistore24. I'm going to make a test purchase once again over here for PHP and MySQL course. And I'm going to enter all the new details over here this time. Let's say this time the name of the customer is current user. Okay, current user. Here I'm going to give a random email address once again. Current user 390@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to enter a random zip code. And I'm going to select test payment option. Let's click on buy now. And the payment is made. Okay, so after making the payment, let's go and check on WordPress whether automatically the student is enrolled in the course or not. So let's refresh this page first. And now once again I'm going to go towards the user section. and I'm going to search for current user over here. And yes, here we can see that current user exists in WordPress as a user. This is the email address currentuser390@pabblytudes.com. And now when we are going to select this user, we can see that yes, this particular student enrolled in PHP and MySQL course. This means that our workflow is running perfectly fine. So let's summarize what we have done here in the workflow. We have taken very simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Digistore24, and in action, we have taken WordPress as well as LearnDash. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect without any coding or programming skills in such a way that now whenever a new order will be placed in Digistore24, automatically the person who has placed the order will be created as a user in WordPress. And then finally, that same user will be enrolled into a particular course in LearnDash. So in the same manner, you can very easily manage your e-commerce store and learning management platform with the help of Pabbly Connect, and that too without a single requirement of coding and programming skills. This was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.